stone-faced passage? That man gonna die over there. Yep, he's dead.
Oi, what do you think you're doing here? This is my spot. I got here before dawn, so you better get lost, you miscreant.
Your spot? What do you mean? We're in the middle of the woods.
I don't need to explain anything, but you better explain why you're trying to steal my mushrooms.
I don't care about your mushroom. I'm just passing by.
Move along, but remember, I've got my eye on you. If you start snooping around the grass here, you'll get a taste of my knife. What are you still doing here?
I'd like to learn more about mushrooms.
Oh, so you're interested after all? You see, the most important thing is to tell the difference between an edible and a poisonous mushroom. I've got this friend, Old Mel they call him. He once decided to get some oyster mushrooms for his scrambled eggs. Now, Mel's been picking mushrooms since he was a wee lad, but his eyes had not what it used to be. So instead of oyster mushrooms, it turned out he caught himself some angel wings. He ended up spending an entire day in the privy, almost shot himself to death.
How do you tell which is which?
Angel wings are a tad lighter in color, and their caps are thinner too. And do you know how to tell a penny bun from a devil's bullet?
No, how?
Devil's bullet has reddish netting on the stern, and if you touch it with the tip of your tongue, you'll find it tastes bitter.
Thanks, that's valuable advice.
If you're interested, I'll let you pick just one penny bun. Remember, only one. If I see you taking more, you better be ready to run. Take my knife and cut the stern right at the ground. Just don't twist it out like a numbskull. The mycelium needs to stay in the soil.
Cut the stem right at the ground. Okay.
Silence carries weight here. What do you seek?
What does One Eye think about you and your guild?
What does it matter what he thinks? He has his mission, the tribes have theirs, and I have mine. History is unfolding elsewhere, and the guild intends to secure a place in the front row. It doesn't matter who rules the south. The fate of all Avalon is at stake. If people wish to kill each other in the meantime, the guild won't stand in their way.
I found Ekkar's researcher's journals.
Good. Very good. I assume you've decided to climb further into the guild's ranks then. Are you ready for your next adventure?
Harpist statue, what is that?
It's unrelated to your task, but since you're curious, this is the statue of the Morning Harpist, built in the memory of the twin sisters from the court of Sagramore, the former ruler of Connacht and its lands. Legend has it that one sister killed the other out of jealousy for her talent. They also say that if you camp here at night, you might hear the wailing of the betrayed sister. But with the weirdness so thick, who'd camp here at night? The inn at Connacht is far more welcoming. That's all I know. But if you ever come across the remnants of the royal geographers, they might be able to tell you more.
I'm ready for my next assignment.
I'd like you to find Calum and bring me his research. He's a former guild member and a cruel man. He took the idea of life as a form of energy a little too much to heart, and it's made him potentially dangerous. We expelled him and cut him off from our resources, but as you might guess, that didn't slow him down for long.
What exactly has Caleb been doing?
We don't know the details, but I doubt it's anything good or humane. From what I hear, he's gone completely mad and started experimenting on humans. He always claimed it's the only way to unlock the spark of life, but practicing necromancy is, of course, strictly forbidden by the guild.
How does the guild want to deal with Caleb?
Personally, I'd like to treat him the way he treats his test subjects. That's just my own view on the matter. The guild only wants information on what he's doing. It'd be best if you didn't get yourself killed while gathering it.
Where can I find him?
The owls are hooting that he's holed up in some hut at the swamps. But knowing that lunatic, he won't be doing his experiments anywhere out in the open.
Oh no. He died? What does that mean for my quest? Well, the quest didn't fail, so...
Who dares disturb me? Have you come here to mock me? To spit on my grave?
Who are you?
So, it's mockery you're after. As if you don't know. As if everyone doesn't know and hate me for what I've done. Fine. If you find my fate so amusing, why don't you rot here with me forever? They've gone quiet. It's so peaceful now. It's been ages since I last felt this peace. Back when we were young and carefree, weaving beautiful melodies together. Oh, my sweet sister, what have I done to you? What have we done to ourselves?
What happened?
I was hanged by a harp string. They deemed it a fitting punishment for my envy of my sister's talent, but they were wrong. I never envied her. I felt betrayed. And despite that betrayal, I never wanted to hurt her. Yet, I did. And I'm relieved I paid with my life.
Can you tell me about yourself?
I don't like thinking about the past. Though, I guess since I'm dead, the past is all I have left. I miss music. I think I miss it above all else. Even Ain. My music was there for me when my sister wasn't. The court mocking my talent hurt even more than when they just mocked me. And that absurd contest. Someone tampered with my harp. I know they did. I was furious. It was my harp and they... I can't. I'm sorry. I will talk of this no more.
Will you tell me about your sister?
I know she's here, somewhere, beyond this wall. I can feel her sadness seeping through the cracks. I wish I could comfort her, but it's impossible. Ain never knew loneliness like this. Never felt its crushing weight. Such bitter irony. I often wish she could feel what I felt when she turned away from me. To understand that pain. Now she does, and it hurts me even more. I wish I could join her, even if she doesn't forgive me. I don't want her to be alone.
She might not want to be I could get you out of here. Bury the two of you together.
Would you? I have nothing to offer but my gratitude. Whatever they buried me with is yours. Death has shown me how meaningless material things really are. Thank you, kind stranger, for giving us this chance at peace.
She might not want to be consoled by her killer.
I realize that. But now, we're both dead. We have eternity to learn forgiveness. All I want is peace. And I sense she does too.
Horn Warden. Critical damage when health is below. Critical chance when health is below. That one is terrible. This is awful. Why would you ever want your health to be that low? Yeah, I think that's worth it. Yeah, there's a shrine right over there as well. I can see it. But I think we're gonna go down here first.
Who's there? What do you want? We're just sitting here, not bothering anybody, so there's no need to bother us.
I'm one of Vran's friends.
Vran? Huh. I've been wondering how that old harpy's doing. We haven't seen each other in a while. You can go. If you know our sister's name, that means you survived meeting her. That's enough for me to let you pass by. Speak up or get...
What are you doing here?
Working hard. We're gathering people. But we don't need anything from you. You've got some guts. Walking right up to a pair of Dalrita without even flinching. Well, well.
Impressive, indeed.
We're Dalrita. We make sure that the Camelot scum infesting Kuanach don't even dare to think about heading south. Imagine, a Camelotian who's also a deserter. Unbelievable. Even Grindylows have their honor, unlike those scum. And catching a deserter? Now that's a real treat.
What do you do with those you capture?
We do what any honorable warrior would do with deserters. We help Camelot get rid of their cowards. You could say those vermin owe us a debt. Thanks to us, they're well fed, and Denham pays us handsomely.
Who's Denham?
A Camelot legate. He commands the rabble you see swarming in Kuanach. He's decent enough, and he pays a good price for deserters' scalps.
Are there a lot of Camelotians?
Aye, there are. We've been here for 2 years now, and they're multiplying like vermin.
It all seemed innocent at first. They were just supposed to help the local lord to mine resources.
Ha, sure. And those nitwicks from Kuanach fell for it like naive children. So when the troops arrived, they were caught completely off guard. The Red Priests came along with the troops, and then, out of nowhere, the Red Death resurfaced. Even now, as the Camelotians aim to take the Menhir, the village is torn. Some want to go to Camelot, others want to stay. It's a complete mess in there, Mathair help me.
She won't. The goddess doesn't like people like us.
Shut your mouth. You're flapping your gums like a wench in a brothel. Anything else? Or will you be on your way? Good hunting.
Don't bother. I'm in no mood to talk.
Okay, so there's two places I want to go here. I think right there, and then we need to go over here. Tomb of Sir Lancelot. Hmm. This is sorted by damage. Why is that so high up here? Scorching pathway shouldn't be up here, I don't think. Oh yeah, I can block with this stick. That's a pretty good stabbing weapon. I think we're gonna take that. Oh god, it has a stupid effect. Right, well, that's the first and last time I'll use that. Hey, hit me. Thank you.
My hands were made to serve the king, not rot in idleness. This emptiness, I cannot bear it. I threw myself into nothing, and nothing is what I became. Nothing without my king. Nothing without my blade.
Arthur, maybe you should talk to him.
Arthur? No. No, please. He cannot see me like this. He mustn't be made to look at me. My blade. My erendite. Who remained behind. In the abyss. Deep in the weirdness. I cannot face my king without it. My sword belongs to him, as do I. But without it, I am nothing. I cannot kneel before him and offer him nothing.
What happened?
I died a traitor's death, trampled and torn apart. Fitting. So very fitting. I thought that would be enough. But I failed him in life. How could one measly death be my absolution? I couldn't. I can't. I clawed my way out of the abyss, but came back empty-handed.
Sir Lancelot?
No, no, no. Don't speak that name. It's a traitor's name, hateful and vile. Let it be cursed. Let it be forgotten.
Well, that was pathetic. Argonite. His sword.
If only I had my blade, I could serve again.
Is this what you're looking for?
Aren't I? Oh, how I long to hold it again. Just the weight of it in my hand makes me feel almost whole again. Like I might be worthy. Like maybe not everything was lost.
Would you like to talk to Arthur now?
No. I know. I feel that he's with you. But there's nothing I could say to him. I won't beg forgiveness for my betrayal. I don't even know what I fear more. His mercy or his scorn. Please, as his closest confidant, take my blade. And I beg you, let me serve you and Arthur on your journey. Let me prove my devotion, my remorse, not with words, but with deeds. Let me earn his trust again. This is all I ask.
Oh my gosh. 18 strength, 10 dex, 10 endurance. Increase physical damage by up to 200% depending on missing health. Increase critical damage by when your health is below. Increase physical damage by 25%. 10%. 30%. Oh wow, if I would... Wow, that armor set is insane. Oh, he says serve me. But I don't get to actually summon him.
Your Majesty, it's an honor to have you among us again. Thank you for helping me find my way back to your knight. I regret not doing a better job of guarding him.
How do you know Arthur's with me?
I'm a Pict. I can sense the wordness and the spirits within it. I knew you weren't alone when I saw you emerge. The soul you carry, however weak it may appear, is deeply connected to the Wordness, and to Avalon itself. Souls like that are rare. Besides, only the one who wields the power of Excalibur within could open this tomb, and that is rarer still.
Who are you?
My name is Fianola. I am here on behalf of the Royal Geographers. I was sent to do, well, quite a lot of work, actually. And as useful as it would be, the Wordness never blessed me with an extra set of hands. Say, Traveler, how would you feel about joining the oldest, most prestigious guild in Avalon?
Sure.
Good, because you've already started. You found what was lost and opened a new path. What better way to prove yourself as a true geographer in the making?
About your guild. If it's so prestigious, how come I never heard of it?
Yet you use our maps, don't you? Our work is vital, but often unseen. For centuries we've roamed this island, charting its every corner and noting the dangers that unsuspecting travelers might face. You should be more appreciative, you know.
After so many centuries, is there anything left to explore of Avalon?
Avalon's nature is ever shifting, ever changing. The Wordness transforms not only living beings, but the land itself. Some places become unreachable, while others that appear are new to us. And there are those that have been forgotten, waiting to be rediscovered and brought into the light.
The guild accept a picked among its ranks?
Why wouldn't they? My kin are familiar with the Wordness in a way others can't be. With the fog thickening, we can reach places that have become inaccessible to most.
What do the Royal Geographer have to do with the Knights of Round Table?
Everything. Our most important mission is preservation of Avalon and the pillars it was built on. We were sworn to protect the tombs of the first knights, but they were lost to us. There were rumors that the tombs were sealed, and only King Arthur could open them. Turns out, the rumor was true after all.
Tell me about the other tombs.
I appreciate your eagerness, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. The other tombs are scattered across Avalon, hidden and sealed, waiting for the one who can call the knights back. Let your soul guide you. Find them, and I will find you.
The Lancelot Shade has joined us. Is that something you wanted as well?
What is King Arthur without his faithful knights? Merely half a legend, if not less. They thrive by his side, and he thrives by theirs. And Avalon's foundations only grow stronger because of it. Sir Lancelot carries centuries of grief, and only serving his king once more can ease it. The road is long, but the next tomb awaits.
Have a safe journey.
Oh, right, he doesn't buy metal things. Hang on. What do I need to use the sword? 18 strength, 10 dex, and 10 endure. 10 dex, 10 endure, and then we'll start working on strength. I will never be below that much mana. If the only other place I remember is the Arch Spire.
Inside.
The Weaver.
After all, you know me well. Take off your mask now. It's your home. Welcome, little prince. Why the sullen look? Aren't you glad to see me? You finally made it here. It must have taken quite a long time.
Where am I?
It is a place where my prince was woven from the threads of pure potential. The Pale Lady was relentless in her desire to fulfill her vision of an offspring, modeled after those she watched so eagerly. It displeases me that you don't remember. I'd envisioned your return and our meeting quite differently. But now
I have never used the third person mode in this.
I
Well,
understand why.
except for the one time I accidentally pressed a button that switched me to third person. I don't know. What is the role in this? What is your role in this?
Nothing remarkable. I simply exist in this place. That you ended up here is a mere coincidence. None of my kind have visited me in a long time. Yet here, I used to weave new Avalonians, shaping them according to the intent and thought that accompanied their creation. Now the thread of potential is much weaker, though it seems this place stirs to life again as the weirdness returns.
So tell me more about the Pale Lady.
She was a powerful Avalonian, one of the oldest. She saw and desired far more than the rest of her kin, who were suffocating in their growing decadence. To live a life where one can do anything, it loses all meaning. When she discovered the homelands and learned of mortality and time, everything changed. We were no longer the same. It was as though the mere awareness of such things altered the way we lived. We could no longer exist as we once had. It planted a new emotion in us. Fear. You will find traces of her here as well. The stone tablets bear her mark.
What happened?
I'm afraid I must admit that I don't know where she is now. It seems she retreated into her depths again after your king entered his eternal sleep. The true one, from which mortals are not meant to be awakened. Not like this.
What shard?
The shard of the prince's memory. It is shattered. Much like the fragmented memory of the king that lingers within you. I'd gladly speak with him, but something is preventing him from manifesting.
How do you know he's inside me?
I don't know all the details. What I do know is that after our prince was murdered by our kin, his potential, what you humans might call his soul, did not perish. The prince had been deeply fascinated by humans, and so after his death he manifested in one of them. That person was Arthur, the man who would one day become your king.
How was your prince murdered?
He followed his mother's fascination. Much like her, he gazed upon the land of men. But he wished to go further. He wanted to experience being human. So he built the menhirs, meant to repel the weirdness. For us, the Four Dwellers, such a vision was both heretical and terrifying. Some of our kin could not forgive him for it. So, they killed him. It was the first time an Avalonian had ever slain one of their own.
So Arthur was a Four Dweller in some way.
Arthur was a man, mortal like any other, but ambitious like few. But yes, his origins are far more complicated. This is a tale of two separate realities that, through a series of specific events, began to intersect, forming a single knot. Everything that has happened, and everything that will happen, is meant to decide the fate of that knot. And we, as you likely already know, have been pulled into all of this.
What now?
Our meeting comes to an end. I regret how brief it is, but my role in your story was always meant to be insignificant.
So he was just lore? Oh. I can't leave.
Go now. In the end, this place was meant to.
Okay. Very well. I don't remember any other place. So